Summertime is almost here. The kids are out of school, the weather's starting to get hotter, and we're starting to see a lot of Americans looking to travel. But with higher prices for gas, these are some of the challenges they're going to face. Are Americans going to stay put, or are they going to continue to travel moving forward? Many Americans are going to be forced to make the decision to pay the higher cost for traveling now, and a lot of this is related to higher gas prices. So we talk about the highest gas prices in U.S. history, and so enters revenge traveling. I was reading a very interesting article, and I'm going to talk about this in this video about revenge traveling and how Americans just don't care about the higher gas prices. You know, it doesn't matter. They're out, they want to spend money, and they want to just be out, even if it's very local or domestic, of just being somewhere new that they haven't been before. And why this is happening? Well, you looked at COVID, and people have home fatigue, right? They were stuck in a house for over a year, and people just wanted to get out. They were tired of being at home. Now they're just, you know what? Life is short. We're going to go out. We're going to spend money, and we're going to spend money on as many things as we want to and not really worry about, oh my gosh, gas prices are going higher, or maybe we shouldn't get those souvenirs that we thought about. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how gas prices are not really affecting people traveling this year, and you're going to see more and more people travel. And why is this happening? Because of revenge traveling. Let's get right into this video. What's going on, folks and YouTubers? Let's get right into this article. Very interesting article I was reading about on revenge traveling and also gas prices. Also, I'm a real estate agent and lender out here in Las Vegas. If you guys didn't know that, well, now you know. Check out my website, LV Home Professionals. It's a great place to get started. A lot of good information. Just register. I won't harass you. I'll give you a call and see how you're doing, and we'll see how it goes, right? Let's get right into the article. I want to talk a little bit about where we're at with revenge traveling. Las Vegas is a destination for travelers. It's entertainment capital of the world, constantly has things going on, and I always gauge what people are doing off of Las Vegas. But also, I was reading this article about revenge traveling and revenge travelers, and 2022 summer of 2022, people are going to still travel. They're going to still go out, they're going to still do their thing, and they're not going to worry about gas prices going up. And, you know, you look at this and you're like, well, you know, people always have perspective of, I got to save money, or this is too costly, I don't want to go. And I think people just don't care anymore. You know, I think there's some reserve with people, but when it comes to traveling, taking trips that they never have taken before, those trips that maybe you thought you would never take, it's just those dream trips, they're going all in. They're doing it. And when you look at, you know, what's the cost? They don't care. Gas prices, all-time highs, $5.29 for a gallon of gas here in Las Vegas. Second in the country. You look at California, they have 3 taxes just on federal, state, and sales tax. Then they have 3 additional taxes. It's $1.18 just on the taxes alone in California. That's why gas prices are near $6 in California. And this is, to me, a hidden tax on our population, because they can raise that. A lot of speculation out there, right? Of, well, it could be Ukraine, or Biden administration's not doing well with that, or they're focused too much on the electric side of it. You know, Saudi Arabia, they're not really having good relationship talks with them, and so it's driving those prices up. Whatever it may be, the reality is with all of us watching this video, we're the ones suffering, right? But people just don't want to suffer. They just are tired of one thing after another. We had COVID, and we had this war, you know. Now we have inflation, you know, housing prices and housing booms may happen. Prices of everything's gone up. Cost of goods and services and food. People are just tired of trying to figure it out, I think, and that's why you're seeing revenge traveling going on. People are traveling regardless of all the talk of all of these things going up. We talked about taxes. We talked about inflation. Gas, if you're traveling by airplane, those tickets are now costing a premium. But people just don't care. They're going out there and they're spending money. And I think everybody's just trying to live their best life, because you got to think there's a lot of things that's been thrown at Americans over the last few years. And I think everybody's just tired and they just want to go out and, have fun, enjoy their life and spend money and not worry about maybe, 6 months in advance. I don't think people want to live paycheck to paycheck, but I do feel that a lot of people just want to also experience and live their life, especially with COVID. COVID really put a damper on people's, moods. A lot of people were depressed. And I think now people, even if it's domestic, they just want to go. And so you're looking at 2022, the summer. Kids are out of school. Weather's getting hotter. And people are taking those trips that they never thought they would. South America, Africa, wherever it is, Europe, wherever they're going, they're spending a premium and they're just not thinking, oh, wait, is this going to cost too much money? I think a lot of times in the past, many Americans would be like, well, gas is this, it's this high. We're not going anywhere. And I think that, it's really just the effect of what COVID did, and psychologically, the effect it had on people's minds of being at home. In other words, people just want to live life, and there's nothing wrong with that. I do feel that there's going to be a point where people are going to start to come back to reality and say, cost of things are going up. I think a lot of the money, in my opinion, is coming from the extra checks, the stimulus checks that were given out, and people were not spending money because for a year, a lot of people were getting either unemployment or getting a check from their employer, working from home, and then not doing anything. They're not going anywhere. So, moreover, I also think that when you look at where we're headed, I feel that with the inflation problem, people have that ability right now, but I feel that in maybe a year or two, things are going to start to retract a little bit. This is really that first summer where people are really focusing. Maybe they're planning. They started planning last year, and now they're looking at taking that trip. A lot of people are out looking for paying money on, souvenirs and things that maybe they didn't pay for before. It's like, look, let's do it now. We have the opportunity, and let's do it now. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I also feel that hopefully people are not just out spending aimlessly, and they're just not paying attention that, hey, this could be a bad position for us. And, looking at the cost of living, the cost of shelter, things that we see every day going up in the stores. I feel that this is going to could be a problem, because I'm starting to see that in these articles that this could be a mainstay, just like gas prices, just like inflation. This could be a problem, right? People may have that ability today, but let's say next year or the year after, and they still want to pay that premium to go out and do your to travel. It's going to cost you some money, and now you got to make that decision. Now, again, a lot of Americans though have been smarter with their money. They're not spending it on heiress things, and I don't know. I just feel that when you look at this economy, for me, I will take a vacation, but I'm also going to look and say, does it make sense, right? Am I going to take the dream trip, that's going to cost me $20,000 if all of a sudden my business is slowed down, right? Or, is that sustainability of income consistently coming in for me? And am I going to be able to afford this and also still pay my bills and not have any problem? A lot of people are also gambling and things like that. So again, people have to live. I get it. I think it's taking that pendulum completely the other direction, where, people are saying, hey, is this responsible? Does it make sense? Is it smart? Revenge traveling. You know what? I'm going to take it out on this year. I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm going all in. Cool. I want everybody to have fun. Do your thing here this year. But moving forward, if the inflation stays high, which it will, okay, I don't see prices coming back down. If gas does not come down, which I think it's going to stay where it's at, and the cost of living is there, and then your income, your wages and your income is not accelerating with that, then you're just losing your opportunities. and also losing your ability to potentially take that vacation moving forward or in the future, because hopefully people are going to say, you know, maybe I can afford it, maybe I can't. I get it. You want to go in and you want to do a vacation and you were stuck in a house for a year. It's just, where does that balance come at? So I think that's going to be the discussion of, does it make sense for Americans and people that are living on a fixed income and also seeing all these things going up? Is there going to be a point where we're going to see that these places they're going to travel and things that they're trying to do, they can't do them anymore? You know, this might be that one time to do it. This might be that one, hey, you know what? We got that shot. Let's take advantage of it while we can. But maybe in other years or future years going forward, with all these things going up, if things don't come down, people will be living paycheck to paycheck. And unfortunately, we're going to see a lot of people struggle like we've seen recently with inflation and just cost overall. This is Dan French. Sound off, subscribe, like the channel. I'll see you guys at the next one.